Start us off.
Oh, okay. Hello and welcome to It's Not What You Think It Is podcast.
Where we talk about common misconceptions and untruths. My name is Tor.
My name is Robin.
And let's get into today's episode. So, this is episode 2 of our podcast. If you missed our first episode, go watch it now. It is about our trip to Las Vegas and all the misconceptions and untruths about Las Vegas from the perspective of two Canadians. In today's episode, we are doing something a little bit different than our first episode. We will be talking about comebacks and rebrands and the misconceptions and untruths that surround them. So
let's start with some pop culture comebacks and rebrands. The first one that comes to mind for me is JLo. I cannot believe that JLo is having the hard time that she's having. It's really not what you think it is. I thought
JLo wasn't what she thought she was. She wasn't the star that she thought she was.
No, she is a star. Okay, but
no, I'm a star. Please, I'm a star.
So I like JLo, like just fine. I mean, I like a lot of her music. Nothing like I'm not too crazy. Like I don't like love JLo. Like I like a lot of her music, but I always look forward to her new music. I always, her new project. And I had heard about she did this big reveal where it was like, "This is me now," because she had an album I think called "This Is Me Then." Also, sorry if these are incorrect titles. Again, I like her superficially. I don't really know. And it was this big reveal, and it was really exciting. And then the project was delayed. And I feel like that's always a bad sign.
This is me delayed.
No.
This is me late.
Delays always kind of kill a little bit.
Late.
It was delayed, but then we'd heard she has this big deal with Amazon, and it was going to be a big Amazon project, like a movie, music, documentary. And again, I was so excited. And then the music started coming out. And
I mean, I heard that her movie was self-funded, which I think is
really?
quite. Yeah, I heard that she put up.
Okay, let's say allegedly.
She put up $20 million of her own money
allegedly
to fund this long music movie, basically.
And that's the thing too. I watched it. I watched the whole thing, and it's strange because it doesn't really make sense. It's kind of like there is a storyline to it, but it's not quite like it's not a musical. It's kind of like a bunch of music videos thrown together to make a storyline, but it's still
Yeah, I watched some clips and I was just like, it doesn't really make sense. There's like her dancing in the rain.
Even when you watch the whole thing,
like futuristic.
It kind of doesn't make up. So it really JLo's comeback, not what you think.
I feel like she got hate for trying to come back. It seemed like people were like waiting to like take her down.
That's sad, and that's true. I think people love a good takedown. Like build someone up just to crush them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's still JLo. She did the Super Bowl. She's had a great career. It's not like, it's over or anything. But maybe for her, music-wise, I mean, she said, I think before it even came out, she said this might be her last music project.
And what a sad way to end. And now she's getting a divorce from her rebrand where they were together, her and Ben Affleck, and then they got divorced, and then they both went their separate ways.
Because that wasn't even a comeback relationship.
Yeah, it was a comeback relationship. They tried to rebrand, saying that they were different now. This is them now.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the document. So the documentary too, but I didn't watch it. That's like
so she had a movie and a documentary.
It was a movie that was all with the music, and then there was a documentary. And I just like, for me, that's a big commitment. I couldn't watch the documentary.
It's a lot of JLo.
Yeah, that's a lot. But people were saying it's really sad because the documentary was really centered about like the relationship that she like at the time. They were like coming back together. It was a great thing,
and then she also tried to do the tour, and then the tour got canceled as well.
That's really sad. Yeah.
So it's like her movie flopped, her album flopped, her documentary flopped, her tour flopped, and her marriage flopped.
Oh
her flop era. J-flop.
Oh my god, that's mean. Yeah, that's horrible.
I mean, speaking of flop era, Katy Perry. I really tried So she has 3 songs now out. I believe
Yeah.
her like new album is coming out like any day now. It literally just sounds like they were all Barbie movie rejects.
It's so generic. It's all super generic. So here's the thing. I think with Katy Perry, the decline started with Witness. And I
Nobody
actually,
wanted to witness that.
Nobody wanted. I liked Witness. And there's a lot of songs on Witness that I like. But it really did start then. And then after that, I think she had that like clown album. I think it's called like Smile.
Clown.
Witness decline, and then the Smile album decline. And Smile album, I actually liked maybe 2 or 3 songs. Daisy's is super cute. Harley's in Hawaii. And
Harley's in Hawaii was good. I'll give her that. It was the perfect retail song.
Perfect. And the one Never Ever Come Back Together. Like I think.
Is that a Taylor Swift song?
No, I was thinking it's never really over. Just because it's over doesn't mean it's really. Yeah, I like that. So I feel like she was still making music that is still pop and could be considered generic, but I feel like it was still true to Katy Perry. But I feel like now with this new music, it's like she said to herself, like, I gotta make a comeback no matter what. I gotta make this like generic pop music, even working with certain producers,
Dr. Luke,
that are.
Although Dr. Luke turned it out for Kim Petras.
But that, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
I mean, but then look at
Free Kesha. Just gonna throw that in there.
Kesha's free now.
Oh,
we'll get into Kesha after this because she also had a comeback and a rebrand.
And it's not what you think it is.
It's
for
not
the better version. Yeah.
So Joyride. Are we done with Katy Perry?
Well, to wrap up Katy Perry, I would say that I was really looking forward to her comeback because I do like her music, generally speaking. And I mean, cannot deny her first like 2 albums or 3 albums. I think it's 3. Yeah, the first 3, they were massive and I loved them. Like genuinely liked them, listened to the whole albums, like start to finish. So, but again, starting in Witness, just the quality for me just. I mean, music is subjective, though. It's not really the quality. It's just like, my taste.
Look at the streaming numbers. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who? I feel like this latest album, it doesn't really have like a strong identity. Like, I don't know
exactly. That's what I wanted to say.
I don't know what this music is about, other than it's like, I'm his, he's mine. It's a woman's world. We're gonna be together for like. I just don't get it. Like, it sounds just like she put in Happily Ever After song into ChatGPT and like this is what AI spit out.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say, and here's what I think. She should have, the stuff she was doing with Smile, Daisies, and all those cute ballads and everything, she should have leaned more into that because in my opinion, I feel like that was super authentic. Like I feel like even though it was a direction that people weren't feeling, it felt to me super genuine. Like that's really where she was at in life. And you know what? Maybe this is where she's at in life too. But again, anybody, the songs could be like Dua Lipa. It could be anybody singing that. There's no, like you said, there's no identity.
Yeah. I mean, now let's transition to Kesha's rebrand and comeback.
So Kesha's rebrand is not what you think it is.
It's because at first, I did not like it. But then I really got into it. It's like clown, car, fun, pop.
Yes.
I feel like...
And that's always been Kesha. Kesha's always been high energy, fun, big personality. She's kind of flamboyant. I don't know.
She's very flamboyant. She's very extravagant in like her... Just in her expression.
Yes.
And at first, yeah, it wasn't... I didn't like it. But then it really grew on me and I was like, oh wait, like this is actually a banger. And it's so interesting to see her song and then Katy Perry's song with Dr. Luke come out basically at the same time. And the Dr. Luke version is obviously flopping. And Kesha is, it's been a slow burn. I would say like it's continuing to like, gain numbers. She's doing well. I think her comeback was successful. And I think people are really excited about what her like new creative direction has to offer.
Did you like Rainbow? I think it was called.
Is that a Kesha song?
It was an album. So she was able to...
Clearly not. I never said I was a big fan.
Okay, that's fair.
I knew TikTok. I knew... What is it? Blow?
Blow, yeah.
And whatever, like hole in the wall. It's the hole in the wall is dirty, free for all. Whatever that song is.
Oh, the dirty freak for all when they turn me on.
Yeah.
I don't.
So I was never like
What was
I
that
never
song
followed
called?
her career. Let's say I knew like there was like a lot of drama with Dr. Luke, and
I
then
think it was called "Take It Off." Sorry, it's just
Mm.
gonna bother me. I think that song was called "Take It Off."
Well, it really took off.
It took off. She had a huge first album. I think also a big "We Are Who We Are" big second album. Those are the lead singles.
Ooh, yeah.
But then Rainbow was after a lot of legal battles with Dr. Luke and everything, and I really liked it. But again, it was reflective of where she was at. So it was like a lot of ballads and things that maybe don't.
Oh, I remember. And then with the song that had like a really high note, and then like there was like a live version of it, and she just the high note escaped her.
Well, she does have Kesha actually does have a great voice, which people wouldn't know because she like the type of music she sings. To be fair to her, singing those types of notes, maybe they're not always gonna come out. You know, I don't know.
Mhm.
It was a really I know what you're talking about. It was like a super, it's almost like a Mariah Carey, like super high. It was like almost a whistle. I don't know if
Yeah.
it was a whistle, but it was very high.
Know who you are. Know your range.
Yeah, and she's a great singer. I think you can look it up. She's got some like.
I want to touch on a point that we lightly touched on talking about Katy Perry. Taylor Swift. I don't know if you've seen this, but I've seen
She
this.
needs a comeback.
No. Every week it seems there is a new version of her latest album released. And I just don't understand how you can release the same album again and again and again and again and again and again and
Okay,
again
let's
and
not get
again
the
and again.
Swifties. I don't want to be murdered. The Swifties are scary. First of all, do you know why she's doing that?
Yeah, just trying to get those chart numbers or whatever.
No,
Yeah.
no, because she's trying to reclaim. She wants to own her music.
No. This is her latest album, not the ones that she.
Oh, not Taylor's version.
Not the Taylor's
Oh, I
versions
thought
where
you were
she
going
was
into the
like
I'm like, let's
that.
not
I
go there.
understand where
Yeah.
like she was re-recording all of the songs that she like lost all like the rights to.
Yeah.
But this is the Tortured Poets Department or whatever, where it's
Tortured,
like there is
Tortured
like a
Poets.
new version of the album that consistently gets released. I just don't understand.
So how does it even matter for streaming? How could she make more money from? Oh,
I
you're
think
saying
it because
charting.
it keeps her name at like the top of the charts. And
honestly, good for her.
when Charlie XCX, speaking of comebacks, when Charlie XCX's Brat came out, that I know people got quite, I guess, riled up online because this was supposed to be
Her moment.
It was supposed to be Charlie's moment, and if anything, it was a Brat summer. Her marketing took over the world, made it up to a presidential campaign. But yeah, Brat Summer was an amazing comeback.
Yes.
I think it at first I was like, what is this? Like the neon I liked the vibe of it. It took me a little while to get into the songs, and it wasn't initially what I thought it was. Like at first I thought it was like Kim Petras level dumb girl pop. But then after like hearing some of the lyrics, it was significantly deeper and more like emotional than I initially thought.
Yeah, like just because it's upbeat pop music doesn't mean that it's meaningless. Also, if you're catching this, my mic has died, so now we're sharing a mic. Also, I talk very loud, so it's probably not even going to be an issue. Hopefully, the audio is good. Yeah, Charlie XCX. It's upbeat music, but it still has meaning behind it. Like it's not just like, oh, we're partying, we're doing this, we're doing that. It's like
You're bumping that.
bumping that. Oh well,
We're not bumping that.
no, we're not bumping that. Who does it remind me of? Who makes Madonna? Madonna has so many upbeat.
The
songs.
queen of comebacks.
Well, that's the reinvention queen. She's known as. She makes like such meaningful. People don't know this. I feel like you have to like listen to the deep cuts of her. I listen to Madonna. I listen to like start to finish every album. Love them, and there's always all these like meaningful. Madame X, for example, which I feel like is so underrated. So many upbeat, fun songs, but they have like such deep meanings, like God Control. You know that sounds like gun control because
American
it's about
Life.
American Life, God Control. Like there's so many. Dark Ballet, which the name always Dark Ballet is an interesting name. Yeah, but
Like Black Swan.
the song is called Dark Ballet, but the lyrics are more about. I don't even know. Oh my god, how do I even explain those lyrics? You have to just look it up. Look up Madonna Dark Ballet. Yeah, there's.
I think another queen of comebacks and rebrands is Lady Gaga. And we touched a little bit on Gaga
Yeah.
because how many
I feel
genres
like
she can
Lady
cycle
Gaga
through.
is what you think it is.
Yeah, because
I
she
have
delivers
never
every
been
time.
disappointed with Lady Gaga. I've never been disappointed when she made. Well, when she started out, I mean, how could we be disappointed because we didn't know anything about her?
Stephanie
But
Germanotta.
the fame monster, Born This Way. I mean, people were for some reason, I guess, not into applause and art pop. But to me,
When
huge
people
fan.
said art flop, I totally
Shame on them.
disagreed.
Shame on them.
It was some of the best pop music I've
Yeah.
ever heard, and I
Yeah.
still think it's
Yeah.
one of the best pop albums of like all
Yes.
time.
And if I remember correctly, she may have produced. I know Lady Gaga's she's an artist. She does a lot, but I think she may have actually produced. Lady Gaga is always delivering. You know, art pop I think was great. I think that was when she started producing music. I don't think she produced before then. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. And you could see like her creativity even in the production of the songs. And then I think it was after art pop that she went into jazz, right? That I feel like that was a little bit of a break from pop music. Did jazz, and then there was Joanne, and I love Joanne. Why don't we talk about that?
I hated Joanne.
Okay. Why don't we talk about that Joanne? Is that country? What is that?
Joanne is country. That is her, like, she dipped her toe in the country pond.
I don't like country, and I really like Joanne. It's almost like when Beyonce does country.
It's like country light.
Yeah, you like the artist so much that you love them, you listen to them. So then when they do a different, like even Gaga doing jazz, I mean, I don't sit there and listen to jazz on my own, but like Lady Gaga's cover of He Shot Me Down, Bang Bang Shot. Oh my god, so good.
I was so wishing that was at her jazz and piano show in Las Vegas.
Episode 1.
Episode 1. Go hear about our Las Vegas.
If you missed that one, go listen or watch on YouTube.
Literally. But yeah, Gaga, she always delivers, and I'm hearing so many rumblings about LG7 or Lady Gaga 7 that's apparently supposed to come out this fall. So hoping it's good. Timing it with her. She's in the Joker. She's the new Harley Quinn.
That's amazing. She's such an incredible, talented artist.
I don't even know if we could classify her as comebacks because she never left, but it's consistent rebrands.
I feel like the rebrand, she fits because comebacks and rebrands, I think she fits rebrand. I mean, even how she went right back into pop with Chromatica.
Chromatica was
She
great.
went right back. I mean, it was like so good. Just the like, I like that she does themes. You know, every album is a theme. Chromatica still has not gotten old. I know some pop music gets old fast, which I hate to say that because I do like a lot of pop music, but
well, like Katy Perry's. I feel like Katy Perry's like recent, like last like 5 years, it's been it's irrelevant. Like I can't like recall.
We don't say that
any of it,
but now we said it. Okay, and that's it for episode 2. Thank you so much for listening or watching on YouTube. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, turn those notification bells on. If you're listening to this on a podcast platform, please follow us, give us 5 stars if it's on Apple. And thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Please also provide us any suggestions down below of things you want us to talk about. We have the gift of the gab and we could just gab about anything. So leave your comments, suggestions down below. If you love us, if you hate us, anything will do. So that's our episode for today and we'll see you all next time.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
I wonder how long it was.